Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have some topics to cover, from new speculations of a sequel to Eminem's Slim Shady LP, fueled by a post from an associate, to more from Canibus thanks to a recent interview that sparked reactions on social media, and so far is getting props from rap fans, and you'll see why that is in a bit. So from the top, before we explore reactions so far, according to Canibus, he first met Eminem at the video shoot for I Honor You, and for some context, this released in '98 before Eminem dropped the Slim Shady LP, and Canibus spoke on his altercation with Eminem, and pushed up like, "Canibus, I just wanna work with you, I wanna do something with you." I was told right before he got there, man, like not even 5 minutes before we got there, that he ghost wrote Ripper Strikes Back and all that. Back then, man, I was so, I didn't know what was going on for real. I had to rely on what I was being told, especially if it came from a source that I trusted or what I thought was reliable. And Canibus admitted that at the end of the day, he was wrong by acting hostile towards Eminem when they met, and added, "He didn't write it, and I was told that, and so my conversation with him was like, yo, why did you write that?" And he was embarrassed and said, "I didn't write it." But I had destroyed the opportunity of ever really working with him again, because he really was genuine about how he felt was going on. But at the time, we all go through that when we get in them areas where it's like you feel like everybody out to get you. Canibus also recalled the first time he heard Stan. It was in Amsterdam, and it blew him away, because apart from it being a great song, when he first heard it, he felt Eminem was speaking to him, and he explained, "That song was an award-winning song anyway. Without what it meant for me, for y'all and the rest of the world, that song was an incredible song. Just songwriting, all that, anyway. I don't care what none of y'all say, that record was talking to me, because that's what happened when I was rude to him." And then he took his style and his ability, how he write in his mind, and turned it into that. That's what was driving me crazy, and you'll never be able to be in denial about it, because I lived it. And Canibus admits it was my fault, but at the time I wasn't looking at it like it was my fault. And when Matt Hoffa sent word to Eminem on behalf of Canibus that Canibus didn't mean it like that, Canibus thanked him and added, "The truth about it is I really just needed a hug, man." And Canibus has been getting props online for being transparent about this situation. Admitting your wrongs in public says more about a person than any song that could ever be written. That takes humility. On Twitter it's the same. It's 2023 and Canibus is finally admitting he was wrong in the beef with Eminem. Love to see the growth. And this just shows that in most of his beefs with rappers, he often respected them before the fallout. Same thing with Eminem and Ja Rule. He was cool with him until he dragged Haley into it. And contrary to what people think on platforms like Twitter, he's usually not the instigator. The user adds, "Almost everyone that went after Eminem realized it was a dumb idea, but they realize this when it's too late. Half of them probably would be here with us with a thriving career if they chose not to burn that bridge." Like Canibus admitted that he got fed wrong intel. The user adds, "Canibus deserved better. Unfortunate how misinformation really effed over his career and being seen as a great MC in the mainstream." And now check this out. "Glad to see that rappers moved on after the beef with M. Wish one certain person would do the same." And some are getting carried away at the moment with suggestions like, "Honestly, the beef I hope M solves is Mariah, laughing my bum off. They are both too big and too great for this mess. Just call Busta Rhymes or Elton John and let him squash the beef for both. Drop a feature too, cause a Mariah hook on an Eminem song would be insane." But the only way this ever happens is if, quote, "someone admits to the public that they lied for over 2 decades. That's the only way this will happen." And I remember reports based on rumors back in the late 2010s of Mariah trying to reach out to Eminem to squash it, but who knows for sure. Moving on, since new album rumors hit the web after Music to Be Murdered by dropped, talk of a sequel album has been on between an MMLP3 and a Slim Shady LP2. And on the 24th anniversary of the Slim Shady LP, Jeff Bass added fuel to the previous speculations when he shared this: "It is time for for sequel Eminem, the Basses are still making music, and they say they'd love to work with Eminem again. Jeff relishes the idea of a Slim Shady LP sequel, and so far fans are split on this. On one end, some believe, hey man, if they can get the band back together again, I'm all for it. Eminem and the Bass Brothers were such a dope team, they made 3 classic in a row, shrugs emoji. For some it's a mix of yes and no. I don't need a sequel, I just want a new album produced by them. And on the far end, some believe this won't be happening, and here's why they believe so. That Slim Shady LP sequel is not happening. Pretty sure Em and Paul don't mess with the Bass Brothers cause of legal issues. I mean, they were at the Hall of Fame and weren't even able to congratulate Em in person. They burned that bridge. And overall, the speculations of Eminem's next album being a sequel to the Slim Shady LP is one many seem to agree with on platforms like Reddit. I really believe if he is to drop a sequel, it's more likely to be Slim Shady LP2 rather than MMLP3. Who knows? Feel free to share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more, and see you on the next one.